Exciting fresh chopped flavors. That's new Gourmet Garden. Now in the fresh produce section of your supermarket.
It happens this week only. Binion's best sale of the year. 50% off a complete pair of glasses. That's 50% off your frame and your lenses. With thousands of name brands to choose from and an eye care professional by your side trained to help you decide. At Binion's, you can get half off your frame and your lenses, so there's no end to what you can save. Well, actually, there is. Come see the 50% off sale at Binion's.
Tomatoes still attached to the vine. Come on, give me a break. Who do these Nature's Sweet tomatoes think they are? Get him!
Oh, our boy, you're going down.
Nature's Sweet tomatoes taste so homegrown. Other tomatoes are feeling a bit threatened. Nature's Sweet tomatoes. They taste homegrown because they ripen on the vine.
How to keep your home crime-proof. Tonight at 11.
Right now on Access Hollywood.
I got something to show you. Have you seen this yet? 007 red carpet surprise. And did Halle sign on for a James Bond spinoff?
Well, they say Bond girls are forever.
You guys really make me nervous. Access Hollywood.
Candid talk from Katie, and the clock is ticking on Seinfeld.
I'm in makeup.
Why Reed stormed Jerry's dressing room.
Come on, let's go in and do it right now.
Then Slim Shady. Meet the enemy.
Picket signs for my wicked rhymes.
Why Eminem's 8 Mile co-star is stealing his rhymes.
Look at me now. I bet you're probably sick of me now.
The rap on why Leo's making out with a 300-pound ape.
I think we should quit while we're ahead.
Is it really the end of the Osbournes? And details on Sharon TV.
Access Hollywood starts now.
That went well.
Actually did go well. So did this. Bond's big Hollywood night.
Is his #1 Bond girl ready to go it on her own?
Pierce and Halle take over Hollywood. Hi, everybody. I'm Pat O'Brien.
Hi, everybody. I'm Nancy O'Dell, and it could have been an awards show, but this show belonged to Bond, James Bond, and his Bond beauty Berry, as in Halle Berry. I think the men here are going to like your dress about as good as that swimsuit scene.
I had to be a Bond girl tonight. No, it feels great. I mean, who would have thought, me, ever? So it's huge.
I think a lot of people probably would have thought Halle as a Bond girl.
Really? See, I never would have thought that. Never, ever.
Imagine that. Modesty from a Bond girl. Well, Halle certainly wears it well.
She's a woman who is at the top of her game. I liked her enormously.
My friends call me Jinx.
My friends call me James Bond.
Die Another Day shows off Pierce, of course, at the top of his game, too, though he's not feeling it at his premiere. I didn't think Bond was ever supposed to be a little bit under the weather.
Bond never gets under the weather, but I'm afraid Brosnan does. No, I got a bit of a miserable cold, laryngitis.
I got something to show you. Have you seen this yet? Time for Pierce, Keeley, Halle, and Eric to meet the new 00 Barbie dolls.
They didn't get Halle right.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Who the heck is that?
What is up with this Bond girl here?
What is up? And I don't like her dress either. They got the
What
blue
can I
eyes
say?
right. I'm not sure about the
What's
nose.
about the hair?
I think that nose is Dalton's nose, personally.
Out for a night of bonding are the Osbournes, -1. Where's Ozzy tonight? Was he afraid to come out and compete with Bond?
No, he ran 4 miles today, and he can't move. And in usual Aussie fashion, he's like, I'm dying, I need a doctor.
But Sharon's feeling great and primed to begin her own talk show next year. It's a big step.
I like talking to people. I mean, I could stand with you all day. I'm just like Mrs. Gossip.
As for the Osbournes, it sounds as if the coming season is the last.
And I think we should quit while we're ahead.
Yeah, I don't. You know how it is. Everybody's like king for a day, and then everybody will be bored with us and won't want to see us anymore. So I'd rather quit while we're ahead.
Yeah, and then you guys will be talking crap about us on your show, so.
We would never do that. We would not.
Now, what was that
Watch
family
it.
called?
5 years down the line, I'll be in rehab, and you'll be like, oh, that damn kid.
We would never do that, just for the record.
Okay, see, that's on record. I'll pull this, of course.
On the record, Jack. All right, back to Bond. The Die Another Day soundtrack with Madonna singing the title song comes out today. And a little bit later in the show, Barry's Bond spinoff. Is it really happening? Find out later. Pat.
Tonight, Katie Couric is hosting an event to pay tribute to her late husband, Jay Monahan. And Billy Bush sat down with Katie to talk about this very personal crusade. Billy?
Pat, tonight here inside the Waldorf Astoria Hotel, a Katie Couric production. A bunch of A-list stars will be coming out to help her essentially build the Jay Monahan Center at New York Presbyterian Hospital, a memorial to her husband Jay, who died 4 years ago of colon cancer. You know, with all that she does in his memory, there's no wonder that she's got a couple of little helpers.
Who knows what goes on when we leave this world, but, you know, I try to keep Jay's memory as alive as possible.
Keeping her husband's memory alive is priority number one, not only with tonight's event, but for her two daughters, 12-year-old Ellie and 6-year-old Carrie.
I read this, I can't remember where it was from, but the article talking about your daughter Carrie saying to her class, "Daddy flies in the window and tells me he loves me." I can almost lose it now. I mean, do you talk about him a lot?
I try to do it in a very natural way. Carrie actually was talking to her classmates in kindergarten. A little girl said, you know, "Where's your dad?" And she said, "Oh, he died of cancer." You know, kids are just so open. And then the little girl said, "Well, where is he?" You know, and I thought, oh gosh, what a hard question for someone who's 5 years old. What is Carrie gonna say? And she said, "Oh, he's right here. He's sitting on the chair next to me." And I thought that was such a beautiful image for a little girl to have.
Did she come up with that on her own, or do you say at the kitchen table sometimes?
Completely on her own. I've never said anything like that. And she did say to me when she was about 3, "Daddy flew in the window last night. He kneeled down beside my bed and he said, 'Carrie, I'm so proud of you.'" I thought that was so great. Who knows?
After the interview, Katie told me that both of her daughters would be attending tonight. Well, at least until Robin Williams does his stand-up. Yikes. At that point, they can go home, though, and see Uncle Al Roker star in The Thin Man, a Dateline NBC special tonight at 10.
It's a jam-packed New Music Tuesday. Leading off our rap roundup, TLC. All eyes are on the group since the death of Lisa Left Eye Lopez. Remaining members T-Boz and Chili deliver 3D. Jay-Z unleashes Blueprint 2, The Gift and the Curse. Missy Elliott's latest is Under Construction. And Loyalty is the sophomore effort from Fat Joe. 'Cause I can't stop. Meantime, veteran artist Phil Collins releases Testify, his first new solo album in 6 years. Elton John, Greatest Hits 1970 to 2002, spans the hitmaker's entire career, and a good one. And Barry Manilow is ready for the holidays with A Christmas Gift of Love. Seattle grunge rock pioneers Pearl Jam are back with Riot Act and Blue Wild Angel. Jimi Hendrix Live at the Isle of Wight is a CD and DVD compilation package of the legendary guitarist's final concert.
Why is Eminem's 7-year-old co-star stealing his Slim Shady rap?
Have you ever been hated or discriminated against? I have.
Plus, Allie does something a Bond girl has never done before. Details on Barry's own Bond spinoff. And we unleash rage on Billy.
Who is this guy? We don't like him. Devil's advocate. Where's Pat O'Brien? We want to be on with Pat O'Brien.
Plus, why this ape is all over Leonardo DiCaprio. The answer is next.
Ralphie gets whacked as we fire up the rating scoreboard.
He's dead, and there's nothing we can do to bring him back. Ralph is gone. He sleeps with the fishes.
Joey Pants in Pieces helped HBO score Sunday night with nearly 10 million viewers. Access Hollywood brought to you by Kmart.
See the limited edition 007 Ford Thunderbird in Die Another Day.
You play second? Game's starting. I gotta get rid of this headache fast.
The moment of choice, Tylenol or Advil? Which works better on headaches? Advil liquid gels work faster, stronger, better than Tylenol on tough pain.
game, girl.
For better relief, advance to Advil.
When sinus pain and pressure hit here, I need relief fast. I need new Advil Cold and Sinus Liquid Gels.
The power of Advil plus a decongestant, now in fast-acting liquid gels. For sinus relief, advance to new Advil Cold and Sinus Liquid Gels.
It's a boy for ER Doc Noah Wiley and his wife Tracy. Owen Strausser Wiley was born Saturday. And yesterday, Dixie chick Emily Robeson also had a son. Congrats.
Mom, are they ready yet? I'm still working on
Rice
it.
Krispies treats are so easy to make, they take no time at all.
These things take time.
But they taste so good, your family will think you slaved over them. And if that's what they think, well, what they don't know won't hurt them. Rice Krispies treats.
Honey, you should have knocked.
Don't be square. Celebrate the season with over 50 Rice Krispies Treats recipes. Visit RiceKrispies.com to check them out. Cool? Cool.
Mom, where's Dad?
Bob, dinner! Hey, guys. How we all doing? My name is Bob. I'll be your waiter. Hey, little guy.
This would never happen at home. That's why it'll never happen here. At Old Country Buffet, there's no Bob between you and your meal. You get to your table, you go to the buffet, and you choose from a variety of freshly prepared dishes. It's all about food, family, and freedom from waiters. Old Country Buffet. Great choice.
Planning to sell your home or condo this year? You're probably wondering how much it's worth. You can find out free on the web at housevalues.com. So if you're planning to sell, visit housevalues.com today. That's housevalues.com.
Tonight, lunch hour facial procedures claim to turn back the clock without surgery.
You want to look more natural.
But how long will the younger-looking you last? A Your Health Report, Forever Young, continues tonight at 5 on News Channel 8.
That's Leonardo DiCaprio in the Steven Spielberg-directed film Catch Me If You Can. And that's just one of Leo's big movies coming out this holiday season. Time now to take out the Access Hollywood Buzzometer as we preview and rate the big holiday films coming your way. Today, it's all about the drama.
Challenge. Challenge accepted.
The fight is on, and how much will you care? Martin Scorsese's long-awaited Gangs of New York opens December the 20th. The buzz is big, and why not? Leonardo DiCaprio, Cameron Diaz, and Daniel Day-Lewis head this tale of revenge set in 19th century New York.
Let me put to rest my father's ghost.
Delay after delay has kept gangs in the news for over 2 years. Curiosity alone should bring in the audience, but DiCaprio and Diaz's sizzling sex scene will seal the deal.
If you're gonna have a love scene, it's not gonna be like the straight, caressing.
Right.
It's like it is Gangs of New York.
Enough said. The Access Buzzometer rates this a must-see.
Merry Christmas!
DiCaprio is in a giving mood. Christmas Day sees the release of Steven Spielberg's Catch Me If You Can, starring DiCaprio, Tom Hanks, and Jennifer Garner in this true-life crime caper of a con artist on the run from the FBI.
Hello, Carl.
You're gonna get caught. It's like Vegas. The house always wins.
And this movie is the season's safest bet. It's Spielberg's first light movie since 1991's Hook. Add in box office winners DiCaprio and Hanks, and that Garner smile, and you have the Access Buzzometer threatening to go tilt.
I'm Chuck.
Here you are, Chuck.
That's Julia Roberts working for George Clooney in his directorial debut, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Clooney works double duty as both director and co-star in this strange but true story of TV producer Chuck Barris, who wrote about his moonlighting as a CIA assassin.
It's a perfect cover. TV producer by day, CIA operative at night.
Sure, Confessions has bankable stars, but is the fanciful story of the man who created The Gong Show enough to fill seats? We don't have a gong. We don't need one. Confessions of a Dangerous Mind rates a looks good.
That's Chicago.
That's finally Chicago. This film, based on the hit musical, has been gathering enough development dust to fill Al Capone's vault. Madonna, Goldie Hawn, and John Travolta were all rumored in one decade or another to star.
Slick your hair.
Winning out are Catherine Zeta-Jones, Renee Zellweger, and Richard Gere. Now, Moulin Rouge reinvigorated the genre, but the jury is still out on movie musicals. Buzzometer rates this a looks good.
And it's not just Leo versus Leo, it's more versus more as Oscar nominee Julianne Moore launches 2 new films. The Hours, co-starring Meryl Streep and Nicole Kidman. With this cast, it's a definite must-see. More stars of Dennis Quaid and Far From Heaven. Early Oscar buzz makes this one a must-see as well. And the gritty drug drama Empire, starring John Leguizamo, is looking pretty good on the buzzometer. Our holiday preview continues all week with more drama and comedy coming your way. And it's a banner day for DVDs with two of the biggest blockbusters making their way to the silver disc.
I hope you're prepared for the consequences.
Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, comes jammed with over 6 hours of additional material, including commentary from creator George Lucas, 8 brand new scenes, and exclusive documentaries. From Deep Space to Middle Earth, the special edition 4-disc set of The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, comes with 30 minutes of never-before-seen footage and 17 documentaries, including one on The Hobbit's hairy feet.
You know, you can kind of have it sitting there. Unless a kid comes to visit the set and you say, oh, yeah, these are my feet.
Both DVDs are available in stores today. Sold it right there. We're back in seconds with the story of why Eminem's 8 Mile co-star is stealing his rhymes. What? Plus, why Reed stormed Jerry Seinfeld's dressing room and the reason Leo's lip locked with this ape? And Access rolls on.
Hurry up! Come on, everybody, sit down. Okay, we have a very special birthday show with some real magicians.
That's good.
And their names are Siegfried and Roy.
And that's better. Like new cookies and a crunchy cookie, that's good. And your favorite candy, that's better. Cookies and M&M's, Snickers, Twix, Milky Way. New cookies and is better.
Ta-da! Which one's Siegfried?
Easy auto financing. 1-800-ANY-CREDIT. Make the call now.
We don't have a lot of time to spend in the finance office, so I made the call, and the paperwork was ready when I arrived at the dealership.
Get behind the wheel of your next car. Good credit, bad credit. Call 24 hours a day from your home. No high pressure. It's a free call. 1-800-ANY-CREDIT.
My mommy made the call.
Log on to 800anycredit.com or make the call now. 1-800-ANY-CREDIT. From the privacy of your home. 1-800-ANY-CREDIT.
They call me a stay-at-home mom, but I'm never home. I'm always on the go, taking the kids to school and running to all their activities. Then I got in an accident and hurt my back. The neck and head pain was so bad, I could hardly move. I tried therapy, but it didn't work, and recovery from surgery would have taken forever. My doctor suggested I see a chiropractor, and I'm glad I did. It was the best decision I ever made. Now I'm back to my busy life.
For a chiropractor near you, call 1-877-4-BE-WELL.
Today's a big day. After Dad's done working, we're off to Big Al's Water World. Well, of course, that could be a while. That's what he gets for using a dial-up service. Guess he doesn't care that Verizon Online DSL is so fast it blows our internet provider away. Or that there's a special offer going. I mean, it's got email, internet, all the things he uses at the office. All really fast. They'll even give him his money back if he doesn't like it. And he calls me stubborn. Plus, you can talk on the phone while you're online. Did you hear that, Dad? You can talk and surf.
Call Verizon Online DSL now for a special offer on our high-speed internet connection. The modem's included, and it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee and more.
Dad, can we go now?
In a minute, son. To get Verizon Online DSL, call 1-800-284-3158.
He just doesn't get it.
Make progress every day. Verizon.
If you're gonna live here, you gotta start chipping in, Rabbit.
When's Greg getting his settlement check? Get the money from him.
No, I can't.
That's Kim Basinger playing against type as Eminem's hard-nosed mom in 8 Mile. Kim's just one of the blondes in Eminem's life. There's his kid sister, played by newcomer Chloe Greenfield, and of course his love interest, Brittany Murphy. Today we look at Eminem's leading ladies.
Don't know what to do. I look at you and I just say.
Before she was cast as Eminem's little sister in 8 Mile, Chloe Greenfield had never acted a day in her life.
I wanted to be a veterinarian.
In fact, she was just a typical 7-year-old living in Detroit with a room full of toys, a family that liked to watch TV together, and an uncanny ability to repeat the rapper's rhymes.
Have you ever been hated or discriminated against? I have. I've been protested and demonstrated against.
How did she and her family end up riding in a limo to their first Hollywood premiere last week? Well, it began a year and a half ago when Chloe's aunt took her and her cousins to an open casting call just for fun.
And then they came back in a little while and said, we want to do a screen test on Chloe.
Next thing they knew, Chloe was spending the night with Eminem and his 6-year-old daughter, Haley, at their home.
They had eaten like a couple of bags of Funyuns and a bunch of root beer. And it was about 1 o'clock in the morning, and he was trying to get them to settle down and go to sleep. And I guess he took them into his room, and they sat up in his bed, and he was reading them stories, and they all fell asleep. And Chloe got up, a few minutes, she thought a few minutes later, and got sick.
Well, the little mishap certainly didn't affect their relationship on the set.
After one scene, we were just sitting on the bed. He was taking the bunny and making it dance. So that was funny.
What are you doing with your life that's so great?
I really loved working with him. I loved him as a person.
Kim Basinger, who plays M's down-and-out mom, also sung his praises at last week's L.A. premiere.
Well, he never has done this before, but he's simple, and he's humble, and he's real. What more
Can't get any better
You
than
can't get any better than that. So, and he was funny and self-deprecating, and all the little kids like him, and they really love him. And he's a great daddy as well, to his daughter.
Brittany Murphy also developed a good rapport with Eminem, both on and off the screen.
Why'd you take off?
I don't really live here.
She plays M's love interest and now admits they dated in real life, but not while they were filming their steamy sex scene.
We didn't really know each other terribly well, and it was, I think, the first or second, it was within the first week and a half of shooting, which is sort of, very quick to just go ahead and do something like that. And he really did a great job. I mean, the facial expression, he faked it very well. I mean, we could keep going, but it's a little bit embarrassing. This is your job. Okay, can you just tell me to shut up and ask me my next question, please?
No denying Halle Berry is a beautiful Bond girl, a tough Bond girl. And with her license to thrill, Halle Berry may be the first Bond girl to spawn her own movie.
I guess they want you to be a Bond girl forever. Well, they say Bond girls are forever.
Yeah, it's true. You didn't know you were going to have to do a whole franchise. Yeah. Watch out, James. Jinx is about to do something a Bond girl has never done. Seems Halle Berry is so good in Die Another Day that MGM and Bond's producers are giving her her own spinoff, the first one in 007's history.
James. All I can say is if I could be Jinx and, continue to evolve as her, it's something I do in a heartbeat. Your mama.
She'd be good.
Yes, she
She'd
would.
be good. Yes. Well, she's like the female Bond in this film, Jinx. Yeah. So I'm sure if she wanted to go off and create her own film of Jinx, she could. Yeah. Hopefully she'll ask me to be in her movie.
Director Lee Tamahori says he pegged Halle's spin-off power from the start.
It did alert me to it when we were making the movie. She looked so good, and it was such a great modesty blaze kind of performance that it was so obvious that she can either come back in another Bond movie or even have one of her own.
And co-star Rosamund Pike says she'd love the chance to share another Bond babe battle with Jinx.
Perhaps Halle and I could enjoy a kind of spin-off series of the two girls against each other. I mean, we had real fun doing those scenes.
Straight ahead, Leo meets the girl of his dreams. Plus, Jerry Seinfeld's ambush in makeup chair. It's next.
See the limited edition 007 Ford Thunderbird in Die Another Day.
You play second? Game's starting. I gotta get rid of this headache fast.
The moment of choice, Tylenol or Advil? Which works better on headaches? Advil liquid gels work faster, stronger, better than Tylenol on tough pain.
Great game, girl!
For better relief, advance to Advil.
When sinus pain and pressure hit here, I need relief fast. I need new Advil cold and sinus liquid gels.
The power of Advil plus a decongestant, now in fast-acting liquid gels. For sinus relief, advance to new Advil Cold and Sinus Liquid Gels.
Hurry up. Come on, everybody, sit down.
Okay, we have a very special birthday show with some real magicians.
That's good.
And their names are Siegfried and Roy.
And that's better. Like new Cookies and a crunchy cookie, that's good. And your favorite candy, that's better. Cookies and M&M's, Snickers, Twix, Milky Way. New Cookies and is better.
Which one's Siegfried?
If a picture is worth 1,000 words, look at this. It's Town & Country's Big Easy year-end sale. Every vehicle at every location is on sale. T&C has vehicles at up to $9,000 off MSRP and 0% available on select makes and models. Let us help you suit your needs and budget at the Big Easy year-end sale. These will be Town & Country's best prices of the year. It's simply the best way to save. Wherever you're going, let us get you there. Town & Country. Drive home happy.
Closed captioning and other considerations for Access Hollywood provided by...
He's your big brother, and you want underwear just like his. Introducing new Pampers Easy Ups, training pants that feel more like underwear than the leading brand and go up easy like underwear. To you, it is underwear. New Pampers Easy Ups.
Marie Callender made her country fried chicken dinner with care. She served it up with mashed potatoes whipped with real cream, and corn was best eaten right off the cob. And to this day, we're still making it Marie's way. Marie Callender's, made with the care of Marie.
Pardon the intrusion. Which battery is the best value, Rayovac or Duracell?
Why, Duracell, darling.
Wrong. New Rayovac. With improved power and our value price, Rayovac beats Duracell for value.
Oh, Muffy.
It's DiCaprio in the Mist. Leo lip-locked with a gorilla, showing his support for the Dian Fossey Gorilla Fund.
I am truly honored to be a patron of this organization. They do so much good for a vanishing species, a species that I think we have truly taken for granted.
Jerry Seinfeld's got a new movie in theaters now. It's funny. It's called Comedian. And while doing press for the film, Jerry stopped by Regis. Caught in the crossfire, Mr. Billy Bush. It makes our moment.
Jerry Seinfeld, are you ready? He's talking to his publicist. Jerry, we've got an interview with... I'm in makeup! Why don't we do it? Come on, let's go in and do it right now. I don't have time to wait for Jerry's makeup. So how you feeling, good?
Fantastic.
All right, so you got everything going. You got the movie going,
yes.
You got the book going,
yes.
And the new stand-up, Jerry.
Yeah.
You found it.
And now can I talk about one item that both of you have a problem with?
Let's hear it.
The ticker at the bottom of the screen. You were railing on the Access Hollywood ticker last week.
So we got to get rid of the ticker, right?
I think get rid of the ticker. I think
Somebody told me that you're opposed to the ticker.
Yes.
He wants to watch television. He doesn't want to read a book.
That's right. If I want to read, I pick up a comic book.
There you go.
But what about the people out there who want as much information as they can get?
Who is this guy? We don't like him at all.
Devil's advocate.
Where's Pat O'Brien? We want to be on with Pat O'Brien. Jerry, I'll see you out there.
Okay, Reese,
Billy,
thanks.
leave us alone.
Does anyone, in your opinion, do a great Jerry?
Usually what happens with an impression is one guy gets it, and then everybody imitates that guy. Right? Yeah. And Howard Stern, I think, was the first guy to do me. And now everybody imitates Howard Stern.
Doing you.
Doing me.
But does anyone, that you've heard...
Why have to drive a car, you know?
What's up with...
Yeah. Who are these people? That's
There it
me,
is,
doing
you
me.
just did it.
I'm doing me.
No, it's you doing Howard.
I'm doing Howard doing me.
And just in case you didn't get that, that was Regis doing Billy, who was interviewing Jerry, who was doing Howard, who was doing Jerry. Did you get it? Good night. On the next Access Hollywood, Jenny reveals to us her perfect wedding day.
You just want the one little ceremony, you know what I mean? That moment where you're saying, I'm gonna, spend the rest of my life with you, and I mean it.
Plus, P. Diddy's reaction to her engagement. Then,
Billy, can you just come for a second and help me with something?
Of course.
Billy invades Heidi Klum's dressing room. Billy, we know you're no angel.
How are you gonna jiggle both those jobs?
I'm just gonna jiggle it.
I understand.
And find out what has David Schwimmer losing his temper on national TV.
Do you know how much Mary Hart would love to get her grubby hands on that?
Until next time, thanks for watching. Be safe, and good night, everybody.
Excuse me, could I have everybody's attention?
I'm looking for John Curley. John Curley? The doctor, Dr. Phil. We'd like to see you now, please.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to see Dr. Phil.
Tonight, on a special edition of Evening Magazine.
John, Phil McGraw, how are you?
Good to see you. John Curley follows doctor's orders and gets real.
Are you a control freak?
Join John behind the scenes for an eye-opening dose of Dr. Phil, side effects and all.
You're just another pretty face, buddy, let me tell you.
Meanwhile, reporter Josephine Chang goes inside your other favorite shows.
Wicker! Action, action!
Noah Weil is the star of ER, but he's about to get a new role and let someone else steal the spotlight.
Oh, I think that'll change everything. I can't wait.
Then, Fear Factor.
And what you're going to be playing for is this.
It's one of the grossest stunts yet. See who cooks up these disgusting dishes as Evening Magazine reveals secrets from the set. And now here's your host, John Curley, backstage with Daytime's Dr. Phil.
Call 1-800-GO-GUARD or visit www.1800GoGuard.com. In the Army National Guard, you can.